We're just gonna put everything on this thing.
Start off with Kent.
Yeah, Coach, we were talking before the game about how different people seem to be stepping up at different times. Tonight, he played a very good game, but wasn't quite as dominant, but it didn't really matter because you got contributions from so many other places.
Yeah, I thought our bench minutes were really good, and obviously Maisha and T, sort of led the bench, and I even thought Diamond's minutes were good. So bench production, and then some shot making on the perimeter. Those were the things that we thought we could get in the game, and Court and K-Mac, particularly in the second half for Mac, were hard to play against.
You guys got such a strong start in the first quarter, and then and again in the third, which you've done so many times this year. What was said at halftime, and what were you able to put back together there in the third quarter?
What was said at halftime? I don't remember. What was said? Stop fouling, rebound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just when we fly around, when we're engaged on the defensive end and helping each other, flying around, getting deflections, getting out in transition. That's when we're really good. And I think at our best, it's just our aggression at the point of the ball, and just being there on the nail, all the good things that we've been doing all year. When we're really engaged on defensive end, it usually turns out to be really good for us.
Barry?
Sorry about that. K-Mac, this is third or fourth game in a row where, you've helped, lead a charge on defense, holding a team's, top scorer kind of at bay. Just, Ka going, 3 of 10, it's not something a lot of teams are able to do. Just what was, working for all y'all on the defensive end tonight to be able to, hold such a dynamic score to that number.
Yeah, it's a team effort. We say it in the in shoot arounds and things like that. It's like, it's a team matchup. It's not just necessarily one person. I think Bridge actually had caught today, and I think her physicality, especially since after the break, has been really, really good. She's guarded a lot of players, Jackie Young a couple of times, and now Ka, and she's doing a great job. And we're just giving her support in every way that we can. But I just think it's like it's a team effort. We know what we have to do to get stops, especially Ka's having a great season. There's a lot of great players in this league, so we're just trying to stay engaged. But it's really just a team effort, collectively, just being aware of where the players are on the court.
And for Court, another huge offensive night for you. Your shot just seems to be falling at a pretty impressive clip. And it seems like you're getting a lot of space sort of out there in the mid range too, which is wild considering how prolific you've been from the mid range. Just offensively for you, just like what's working so well, and just how good are you feeling with the way things are going right now?
Yeah, I think just getting into the pick and roll, teams going under and, knocking down the shots, they let me get to my spot. So, it's on me to knock them down, and that's what I've been doing.
And last one from me for any of you, 7 wins in a row. That is technically the longest of the season. The Commissioner's Cup final was 7, but I know it doesn't count in the standings. But just to put 7 in a row, that's the longest regular season winning streak in the last 3 years for the Lynx. Just how good does that feel to do this coming out the break, especially with the playoff race sort of fully on right now?
Yeah, I mean, it feels good, but we know we're playing for something way bigger than just like a win streak. I think for the players that were here in the break, we just kind of want to hit the ground running for our Olympians and our Olympic coach coming back. And I think we've done a great job of that. I think it's just it shows the cohesion, the chemistry, and the willingness to just be ready. Each and every night, we're playing for each other. I think that's what you see. But since the break, I think we're treating all these games like playoff games. And so I think that's what you just see. We're just hitting our peak and our stride, and just seeing where it takes us.
Kent?
Yeah, I wanted to kind of follow up on that with coach or the players. I mean, with 7 of the last 10 on the road, and how difficult it is to win in this league on the road, when you can do something like this to kind of kickstart that final 10 stretches, that's got to be a huge way to start that stretch run.
Yeah, I mean, the road wins are, what we really talk about. It's, it's a great test. It's a great challenge. Can we be mentally and physically tough enough to be able to win on the road? It's when you're home, I don't want to say it's easy, but it's, you have your crowd and, you have the natural momentum builders. And, when you're on the road and they're all yelling at you and, they've got, their crowd behind them, how do you handle those difficult situations? And so the road wins in particular are ones that I know for me, I circle and that's that's sort of a test of our team, what we're capable of. And so, and then naturally with the schedule the way that it is, where we have, twice as many road games as we do home games, it's a must. It's a must. If we want to compete for, a higher position in the standings, et cetera, and take advantage of that, we've got to win on the road.
Any final questions? Thanks all.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, y'all. Safe travels.
Yeah, thank you.
What you got?